So let us start with the doubly reinforced T-beams. Okay, so first we will see the equations involved in doubly reinforced T sections, and then we will go for the numericals. So since we have already done singly reinforced rectangular, doubly reinforced rectangular, so this will be easy for you to understand. So we will do it quickly. Okay, so all of you just mute yourself.
So you are not audible.
Yes, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
So now again in doubly reinforced T section, we will have the same three cases. Okay, so that is XU less than DF, greater than DF, and greater than DF and greater than 3/7 XU. So in this, what will be the difference? The same difference as we have seen in doubly reinforced rectangular section. Okay, so first I will talk about the case one. So the case one is XU is less than DF. Okay. So you can just simultaneously write with me so that it will be easy for you. So let us say this is okay, it's a T-beam. So we are talking about a doubly reinforced T-beam. So that means it is reinforced at the bottom and at the top also. Okay, so this is nothing but your BF. Okay, so when I draw, so let us say this is less than DF. Okay, so this is your DF. Your XU is less than DF. So this is nothing but 0.446 FCK. And this is, as we know, it is nothing but FSC. Okay, this is your T. And this is CU1 and this will be CU2. Okay, so this CU1 we already know this distance is 0.42 XU. Okay, and this distance is nothing but how much? B dash, let us say. So you can from this calculate the lever arm. This is D minus 0.42 XU and this is D minus D dash. Okay, so write down where CU1 is the compressive force of the concrete area above the neutral axis. Okay, so this is the compressive force of concrete area above the neutral axis, and CU2 is compressive force of the reinforcement in the compression zone. Okay, so CU1, CU2. So now the same thing for the equation we have to find out to calculate XU. So now to calculate XU, to calculate XU, we will equate CU equal to TU. So here we have CU1 plus CU2 equal to TU. So this will become 0.36 FCK B into XU plus CU2 will be what? We have already seen this in doubly reinforced. This is nothing but FSC into ASC. And this is 0.87 FY into AST. Okay. So where FSC is what? Where FSC we already know. It is 700 into 1 minus D dash upon XU. Okay. So if XU is equal to XU max, then it is a balance section. So in place of XU max, if you put, then that will become for a balance section. So for calculation of XU, this is the equation. And FSC, we know how to calculate from the table, which you already have, the permissible values. And for this, to find MR, okay, so how to find out the MR in this case. So MR is nothing but again CU1 into lever arm plus CU2 into lever arm 2. Okay, so lever arm, if I show here, so you can find out from here also. This lever arm is what? D minus 0.42 XU. And this lever arm, it is nothing but D minus D dash. Okay, so CU1 क्या है? 0.36 FCK B into XU into lever arm is D minus 0.42 XU plus second क्या है? 0.446, sorry, CU2 is nothing but your FSC into ASC into D minus D dash.
So it is not visible.
Okay. Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
So this is the equation for MR. CU1 into lever arm 1 plus CU2 into lever arm 2. So CU2 is FSC into AC into D minus D dash. Okay, so now if I talk about the balanced section for all the three gates, can you tell me what will be the equation for this? Okay, this is the general equation for the under reinforced. For the balanced section, can you tell me now? Okay, for balanced section, it will be okay. So for balanced section, this will become so for FE 250, for FE 250, for FE 415 and FE 500. Yes, anyone? ठीक है, for FE 250 कितना था? 0.148 FCK BD square, correct? Plus ये term FSC into ASC into D minus D dash. I hope this is clear, everyone. Then for Fe415 it was 0.138. This will remain the same. Okay, for Fe500 it was 0.133. So this was for your first case, that is XU is less than DA. So now let us go for the second case. Now for the second case is XU is greater than DF and DF is less than or equal to 3/7 XU. So for this, there will be three forces. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the width of the flange. So we know that it is a doubly reinforced section. And suppose your Newton axis is here. So what we are saying that DF is less than 3/7 XU. And what is 3/7 XU? 3/7 XU is nothing but the rectangular portion. Okay. So my rectangular portion will be below this. Am I correct? So my rectangular portion will be somewhere here. And then the parabolic portion. So this will satisfy this condition. So this rectangular portion, this is nothing but 3/7 XU, and below this it is 4/7 XU. Okay, so this is 0.446 FCK. And now the first thing is C1 will remain as it is at the beginning. Okay, so this compression reinforcement and Cu2 will be for this flange, if you remember. Okay, so let us say this is Cu2, and for this compression steel we will have Cu3. Remember this separate areas we had considered. Okay, so this Cu2 is for the flange portion, the second area basically, if you remember. So now here we have three forces, Cu1, Cu2 and Cu3. So Cu1 is, we already know this distance is 0.42 XU. Cu2 distance, we know that it is df/2. Okay, I hope it is visible to you. I'll show it here. Okay, so this is nothing but df/2, and Cu3 we know that it is d dash. Is this visible, everyone? So if you understand this, then you can easily form the equation. So where Cu1 is the compression force of the web area, so I will just write down for you to understand. Where Cu1 is the compression force of the web area. ठीक है, web मतलब ये first area था. Now Cu2 is the compression force of the remaining flange area. Correct? Remaining flange area. And Cu3 is the compression force of the reinforcement in the compression zone. Is this clear? Compression force of reinforcement in the compression zone. So now let us form the equation for this. So first, for calculation of XU, so अभी XU के लिए क्या हो जाएगा? Anyone? CU equal to TU, मतलब CU1 plus CU2 plus CU3 equal to TU. Is that fine? So now for this, the equation will become what? CU1 we already know 0.36 FCK BW into XU plus CU2 क्या है 0.446 FCK BF minus BW. This we have already done in singly reinforced T section into DF plus FSC into ASC. C3 is nothing but FSC into ASC. This is equal to 0.87 FY into AST. So this is your equation for XU. So where FSC is what? Where FSC, you know, we have done in doubly reinforced rectangular section. It is nothing but 700 into 1 minus D dash upon XU. Okay. So now if this assumption becomes correct, then your equation of the MR, okay, MR equation will become what? So this will become CU1 into lever arm 1 plus CU2 into lever arm 2 plus CU3 into lever arm 3. Okay. So now just give me the equation for this. CU is nothing but CU1 is 0.36 FCK BW into XU into lever arm is lever arm 1. ठीक है, 1 का lever arm क्या हो जाएगा? D minus 0.42 XU plus CU2 क्या है? 0.446 FCK BF minus BW. Okay, BF minus BW into DF. Okay, into DF. Now into lever arm for this is how much? D minus DF by 2. Am I correct? D minus DF by 2 plus third is FSC into ASC into the lever arm is D minus D dash. So this is the equation for MR. Yes, is this clear everyone? Please make a note of this quickly. ठीक है, so if you consider a balance section, so just put XU equal to XU max, तो तुमको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, similarly can you do for the third case? ठीक है, third case के लिए भी same है. What is the difference? Only in place of this DF it will be YF. ठीक है, जब भी XU find out करेंगे तो in place of this DF it will become YF, और जब भी MR find out करेंगे so in place of this DF it is YF and this is D minus YF by 2. Okay, so I hope you can do for the third case equation. Do I need to write that equation for you? Third case के लिए you can write the equation. ठीक है सर. So here only I will write for the third case also. You will only tell me. ठीक है, case 3 XU का equation बताओ मुझे. ठीक है, case 3 to find out XU. Yes, anyone? ठीक है, on the basis of this I think you can easily tell me. I have already told you.
अभी सेम आएगा, सिर्फ DF की जगह पे YF आएगा.
Exactly. ठीक है. So this will become same. Only df की जगह पे yf आ जाएगा. So I will write for those who did not understand. So 0.36 fck bw into xu. ठीक है. So now this will be yf plus fsc into asc. This is equal to 0.87 fy into h. ठीक है. Similarly for mr. So mr, this equation will remain the same. 0.36 fck plus 0.446 fck bf minus bw into हो जाएगा yf, ये into yf, and then the lever arm is d minus yf by 2 plus fsc into asc into d minus d dash. I hope this is clear. Okay, so yf you already know. Yf is what? 0.15 xu plus 0.65 df, so that remains the same. Yes, is this clear, everyone? Yes, done with this. Everyone has understood this. So shall we proceed to the numericals?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take down the first question, all of you. Calculate the MR of a doubly reinforced T section having the following details. Calculate the MR of a doubly reinforced T section having the following details. So I'll just draw the figure for you. So calculate the MR of a doubly reinforced T section of the dimension. The width of the flange is 1050. This is 115. ठीक है, AST is given to you. Okay, width of the web is 450. This, and AST is 4 bars of 32 dia. I will write down. AST is 4 bars of 32 dia, and ASC is 2 bars of 20 dia. Okay. And the effective depth is also given. The effective depth is 600. Effective depth is given, AST is given, ASC is given, and D dash is also given to you. D dash is 45, and it is M25 and FE415. Now you have to find out the MR of this section. To find MR, yes, can you start with the solution? All of you start with the solution. So now first step is what? First we will find out XU. So for that we will have to assume. So let us assuming XU is less than DF. Okay. So let us assume XU is less than DF. So now we have to equate CU equal to TU. So this will give me 0.36 FCK B into XU plus FSC into ASC equal to 0.87 FY into AST. Okay, so in the meantime, just give me the value of this area, AST and ASC.
3216.99 AST.
3216.99. So let us say 17. ASC
628.31.
628.3. Okay. So now where FSC is what? Where FSC is 700 into 1 minus D dash upon XU. Okay. So first find out the value of FSC and then give me the value of XU. Is this clear? Yes, what is the value of FSC? Okay, FSC, how we will find out?
XU is 97.7.
XU is 97.78. Okay, how did you get this value? What value you have taken for FSC?
So directly equation solve.
Directly you have solved the equation. Okay. Yes, what about others?
FSC without calculating from the table, it is 377.84.
Without calculating from the table. That means by taking XU max.
So XU is unknown. So how can we calculate FSC?
So this 377, how will
D
you get?
dash by D, na? We will calculate it from D dash by D, and then by interpolation we will calculate FSC.
Yes. So by D dash by D, you are getting this value.
No, no, no. By calculating using that formula.
By using XU max, you're talking about,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So by
XU, only
using
XU.
only XU, how you will get? So in the last rectangular doubly reinforced sections, what we have done? Okay, so first we took the value of FSC and then we calculated XU, correct? So we checked FSC from XU max also and from the table also. तो दोनों में से जो भी least value था, we took that value, correct? So here also you can check the same thing. FSC XU max say you can find out, and FSC you can find out by D dash by D ratio also. So जो भी least value है, you can consider that, and then you can find out the value of XU. ठीक है, this is BF, not VW. So what is D dash by D ratio?
0.075.
Okay, so now according to this, what is FSC? Is it 354? That 354 value, is it from the table, Rida?
Yes, sir. 354 from the table.
Okay. So now tell me, using this FSC, what is the value of XU?
So X is 99.37.
Okay, so XU is 99.37. Okay. MR is 647. Mahfouz is saying MR is 647. Okay, what is the value of XU max? Okay, we got the value of XU. So now we will check XU max.
288.
288. So therefore XU is less than XU max. And this is less than XU is less than DF. So hence the assumption is correct. Hence the assumption is correct, and it is an under reinforced section. And it is an under reinforced section. So therefore, we can find out MR now. So MR is CU1 into diagram 1 plus CU2 into diagram 2. So 0.36 FCK B into XU into D minus 0.42 plus FSC into ASC into D minus T dash. So this value, everyone getting 647? Just confirm.
Yes, sir. 647.68.
Okay, so we got the value of MR. So this was the problem, to find out MR of a doubly reinforced T section. So now in this question, if I ask you to find out the balanced MR and corresponding reinforcement. Okay. So find out the balanced MR and corresponding reinforcement. So we will check that in the next session. I think the last 1 minute is remaining. So in this question, also find out the balanced MR and the corresponding reinforcement. Okay, so that is your homework. We will check that in the next session.